Hi everyone. Around the world, there are millions of rivers that serve as sources of life for humans, animals, and plants. However, not all rivers are safe for exploration. Some of them become deadly traps, full of strong currents, wild animals, and natural disasters. From currents capable of sweeping away large boats, crocodiles ready to attack anyone, to floods that claim millions of lives. Next, we present 8 of the most dangerous and deadly rivers in the world. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now, let's get started. Number 8. The Mekong River, the giant of Southeast Asian waters. The Mekong River, the 12th largest river in the world, is one of the most important and impressive waterways on the planet, stretching approximately 4,350 kilometers and crossing 6 countries in Southeast Asia: China, Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam. Its colossal length connects diverse regions, linking remote mountains, fertile plains, and populous cities, directly impacting the lives of more than 60 million people who rely on its waters for transportation, agriculture, fishing, and daily sustenance. The Mekong is famous for its powerful and unpredictable currents, which present a constant challenge even for experienced navigators. Its waters can transform quickly, shifting from calm and navigable to violent and turbulent depending on the season and rainfall. In the year 2000, for example, catastrophic floods swept through areas along the river, claiming the lives of 90 people and destroying homes, crops, and local infrastructure. These tragic events highlight not only the raw power of the Mekong, but also the vulnerability of the human communities living along its banks. Besides being vital for transportation and commerce, the Mekong is a true cradle of aquatic biodiversity. It is home to unique and fascinating species that have evolved to survive in its challenging waters. Among the river's most notable inhabitants is the Irrawaddy dolphin, a rare and endangered species known for its distinctive appearance and intelligent behavior, making it an icon of the Mekong's fauna. Another water giant is the Mekong giant catfish, an impressive predator that can exceed 2 meters in length and weigh over 300 kilograms. This fish is one of the largest freshwater species in the world, and its strength and agility make it a formidable predator, capable of hunting nearly any creature that enters its territory. The Siamese crocodile is undoubtedly the most feared creature in the Mekong. This species, sadly critically endangered, possesses powerful teeth and a robust body capable of dragging significant prey to the riverbed. With some specimens exceeding 5 meters in length, the Siamese crocodile symbolizes the danger the Mekong represents to those who do not respect its waters. Its predatory behavior, combined with the extreme depth of the river, over 100 meters in some sections, makes diving or swimming in the Mekong a deadly activity for unprepared people. The river is not only dangerous, it is also essential for agriculture and irrigation in the region. Its waters nourish vast fertile plains, enabling the production of rice, corn, fruits, and a variety of vegetables that sustain millions of people. Along its banks, small villages and large cities use canal and dam systems to control water flow and maximize agricultural output. This intensive use of water also requires constant attention, as floods or droughts can drastically alter the lives of local populations. The geography of the Mekong is equally fascinating. In its upper course, it rises in the Tibetan mountains, where crystal clear cold water rushes over rocks and gorges. As it flows through Laos and Cambodia, the river widens, transforming into a true freshwater ocean in certain areas where the current is slower but still powerful. In the Mekong Delta in Vietnam, the river branches into multiple arms, creating an intricate system of canals and islands, forming one of Southeast Asia's most productive agricultural regions. It is in this delta that the interaction between human life and nature becomes most evident, with floating markets, fishing boats, and communities entirely dependent on the river for transportation and trade. The Mekong also has a significant global ecological impact. Its waters sustain unique ecosystems, serving as a habitat for thousands of species of fish, birds, and mammals. Fishing on the Mekong is a central activity, but faces increasing challenges due to overfishing, pollution, and dam construction, which alter the river's natural flow and affect the reproductive cycles of aquatic species. Scientists and environmentalists constantly stress the need to conserve the Mekong, not only to protect its rare species, but also to ensure food security and the livelihoods of millions of people who depend on it. Beyond ecological and economic aspects, the Mekong is rich in history and culture. Over centuries, the river has served as a trade and migration route, connecting ancient civilizations, fostering cultural exchanges, and shaping local traditions. During festivals and celebrations, the river is often honored as a source of life and prosperity, with rituals showing respect and gratitude for its waters. Interestingly, the Mekong is also surrounded by mysteries and legends. Local people recount stories of giant creatures inhabiting its depths, from dragon-like monsters to surviving prehistoric animals. While many of these stories may be exaggerated, they reflect the fascination and respect that the people of Southeast Asia have for this immense and unpredictable river. In summary, the Mekong River is far more than just a river. It is a force of nature that combines beauty, danger, ecological richness, and cultural importance. Its strong currents, predatory species, extreme depth, and vital role in agriculture and transportation make it one of the most significant rivers in the world. For those who approach its waters, the Mekong demands absolute respect, knowledge, and caution, reminding everyone that nature, as beautiful and fascinating as it may be, should never be underestimated. The Mekong is, therefore, an untamable giant of Southeast Asia, a river that inspires admiration, fear, and deep reverence, and that will continue to play a crucial role in human life and global biodiversity for many generations. Number 7. The River Wharfe, located in Yorkshire, England. Although it may seem calm at first glance, it can be deadly. Between Barton Tower and Bolton Abbey, there is a stretch known as Bolton Street, a narrow channel just 1.8 meters wide, surrounded by small stones that appear harmless. But the current is extremely fast, and anyone who enters can be sucked in and dragged away. The danger increases because the river seems shallow and invites people to jump in. But once inside, the chances of survival are almost zero. The estimated mortality rate is 100%. Over the centuries, Bolton Street has claimed many lives. In 2011, some people were sucked to the bottom, taken into tunnels, and never found again. Number 6. The Yangtze River, Asia's giant of powerful and unpredictable waters. The Yangtze River, known as Changjiang in China, is the longest river in Asia and the third longest in the world, stretching an impressive 6,400 kilometers. It originates in the Tangala Mountains in the Tibetan region and flows through several Chinese provinces, including Qinghai, Sichuan, Yunnan, Hubei, Hunan, Jiangxi, Anhui, Jiangsu, and finally empties into the East China Sea near the city of Shanghai. Along its journey, the Yangtze traverses diverse landscapes, from high glacial plains, deep valleys, and rocky gorges, to densely populated plains and fertile agricultural regions. This river is not only a geographical marvel, it is the economic, cultural, and social backbone of China, playing a crucial role in the lives of millions of people living along its banks. Economic and social importance. The Yangtze is vital for China's economy and the survival of entire communities. It provides water for irrigation, enabling the cultivation of rice, wheat, corn, and various crops that feed not only the local population, but also support international exports. Additionally, its waters are used for hydroelectric power generation, with the Three Gorges Dam being one of the largest engineering projects in the world. This dam can produce over 22,500 megawatts of electricity, supplying millions of homes and industries while helping to control floods, though not always with complete success. The Yangtze is also an essential waterway for transportation and trade. Historic cities like Wuhan and Nanjing developed thanks to their proximity to the river, making it a vital corridor for goods and people throughout China. Beyond its economic functions, the river is fundamental to the livelihoods of local communities. Millions of fishermen rely on the Yangtze to catch fish, shrimp, and freshwater crabs. Species such as the giant Yangtze sturgeon and the freshwater dolphin, baiji, though now critically endangered, illustrate the river's rich aquatic biodiversity. This fauna, along with the riverbank flora, including riparian forests and wetlands, creates a unique ecosystem that has sustained generations of inhabitants. The danger of floods. Despite its importance and benefits, the Yangtze River is extremely dangerous, and its greatest risk does not come from natural predators, but from the relentless force of its waters during floods. Between May and August, August, the rainy season causes the river's level to rise, often resulting in devastating overflows. The most tragic episode occurred in 1931 when torrential rains and the collapse of dikes caused one of the worst natural disasters in human history, claiming approximately 3.7 million lives in just a few months. Millions of people lost their homes, crops, livestock, and means of livelihood. The economic and social impact of this tragedy was immense, with entire communities destroyed, disease spreading rapidly due to contaminated water, widespread hunger, and mass displacement of survivors. This event is remembered not only in Chinese history, but also globally as a warning about the risks of underestimating nature's power. Other flood episodes, less deadly but still devastating, occurred in 1954, 1998, and 2020, causing billions in economic damage and forcing the relocation of thousands of families. The magnitude of the Yangtze floods led to the implementation of advanced water level monitoring systems, construction of dikes, and flood control engineering projects. Despite these efforts, the river continues to challenge human intervention, reminding us that no matter how much we try to control nature, it maintains its own uncontrollable power. History and culture associated with the Yangtze over millennia. The Yangtze River has shaped civilizations, trade routes, and cultural traditions. People living along its banks developed festivals, music, dances, and agricultural practices centered around the river's natural rhythm. For centuries, the Yangtze has been used as a transportation route, enabling the expansion of domestic trade and the growth of Chinese cities. The Three Gorges region, for example, is not only a famous tourist spot, but also a symbol of the complex relationship between humans and nature, representing the challenge of living in harmony with such powerful waters. The river is also a constant presence in Chinese literature, poetry, and philosophy. Writers and poets throughout history have described its waters as symbols of strength, persistence, and renewal. For local inhabitants, the Yangtze is not just a natural resource. It is part of their cultural identity, a source of spiritual inspiration, and a connection to ancestral heritage, ecology, and biodiversity. Despite the danger it poses to humans, the Yangtze is an ecological treasure. Its waters host hundreds of species of fish, crustaceans, and mollusks. The freshwater dolphin baiji, considered the Yangtze dolphin, was a unique example of adaptation to this ecosystem, though it is now functionally extinct due to pollution, dams, and heavy ship traffic. Other animals, such as turtles, migratory birds, and endemic amphibians, depend directly on the river's health to survive. Environmental degradation, overfishing, and industrial pollution pose serious threats, highlighting the delicate balance between human benefit and natural preservation. The Yangtze today currently, the river remains vital to modern China. It supports intensive agriculture, heavy cargo river transport, tourism, and power generation. At the same time, researchers, engineers, and environmentalists work tirelessly to minimize flood risks, protect biodiversity, and maintain the balance between development and conservation. The Yangtze is thus an example of how a river can simultaneously be a source of life and destruction, demanding respect, planning, and environmental awareness. Conclusion: the Yangtze River is an Asian giant, 6,400 km long, an economic engine, a home to millions of people, and a unique ecosystem. It provides vital resources, energy, transportation, and food, but also carries the devastating power of floods capable of altering the lives of millions in just days. The 1931 tragedy, with 3.7 million deaths, is a reminder of human vulnerability in the face of nature. While the river's grandeur inspires respect, admiration, and a profound sense of the connection between humans and the environment, navigating, living, or simply admiring the Yangtze requires awareness of its power. Number 5. The Congo River, Africa's deep majesty. The Congo River, located in the heart of Africa, is one of the planet's most impressive natural wonders. Renowned for its extreme depth, it is estimated to reach approximately 220 meters at its deepest point, making it the deepest river in the world, even surpassing some continental ocean trenches in relative depth for rivers. This depth is so remarkable that sunlight barely penetrates its lower layers, creating an almost completely dark and mysterious underwater environment inhabited by species adapted to absolute darkness. The Congo River plays a central role in African geography, stretching about 4,700 kilometers and crossing several countries, including the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Republic of the Congo. It is the second largest river in Africa by water volume, second only to the Nile in length, but surpasses it in width in many sections, with vast alluvial plains spreading like immense green carpets, surrounded by dense tropical forests that host unparalleled biodiversity. The Congo's banks are home to communities that depend on its waters for transportation, fishing, and agriculture, making the river vital for millions of people. Despite its economic and cultural importance, the Congo River is incredibly dangerous. Its surface often hides treacherous rapids, whirlpools, and unpredictable currents that can swallow unprepared vessels in seconds. The force of the current is devastating, and many adventurers and travelers throughout history have lost their lives attempting to cross or navigate it. But the danger is not limited to the surface. Beneath, the river conceals deep canyons, submerged caves, and vertiginous waterfalls that make any dive or exploration attempt an almost mortal risk. Hydrology experts claim that only extremely trained divers with state-of-the-art equipment could survive the Congo's extreme depths, and even then, the unknown always represents a constant threat. Among the river's most notorious inhabitants is the Goliath tigerfish, considered one of the largest and fiercest freshwater predators on the planet. This aquatic giant can exceed 1.5 meters in length and weigh more than 50 kilograms. Its jaw is incredibly powerful, capable of crushing bones and tearing flesh with ease, making it a threat not only to other fish but also to small mammals approaching the water. In addition to the Goliath tigerfish, the Congo River hosts a fascinating diversity of aquatic species, including rare freshwater sharks, giant eels, and several species of blind fish that have evolved to live in the river's darkest regions. The Congo's biodiversity is so vast that scientists continue to discover new species every decade, many of which have not yet been cataloged or thoroughly studied. Beyond its fauna, the river has significant geological impact. Over millions of years, its currents have shaped deep canyons and valleys, sculpting landscapes that impress even the most experienced geologists. The river has regions where the banks are nearly vertical, forming stone walls that seem impassable. During the rainy season, its water volume rises drastically, causing floods that can change the course of small tributaries and permanently alter the surrounding ecosystem. Historically, the Congo River has also played a central role in African exploration and trade. During the colonial period, Europeans navigated its waters to extract natural resources, often ignoring the dangers the river posed. Historical records recount numerous lost expeditions, destroyed vessels, and human lives claimed by its violent currents. Even today, riverside communities maintain a relationship of respect and caution with the river, using traditional fishing and transport techniques adapted to its extreme characteristics. Another fascinating aspect of the Congo River is its connection to the surrounding tropical forests. Considered one of the largest wet forests in the world, the Congo Basin is essential for global climate regulation, storing billions of tons of carbon and hosting unique ecosystems found nowhere else on Earth. The interaction between the river and the forest creates microclimates, fertile soil areas, and exclusive habitats for birds, primates, and large mammals, including elephants and gorillas. Interestingly, despite its reputation for danger, the Congo River is also a place of breathtaking beauty. In calmer stretches, tranquil waters reflect the dense vegetation of the banks, creating scenes that resemble natural paintings. Majestic waterfalls such as the Boyoma Falls showcase the river's power and grandeur in all its magnitude. For photographers, biologists, and adventurers, the Congo offers a rare combination of risk and fascination, a compelling invitation to explore the mysteries of Africa's wild nature. In terms of transportation, the Congo River remains vital. Despite the dangers, it is used to transport goods, timber, and agricultural products between different regions. Adapted vessels with knowledge of the currents and submerged terrain navigate strategic stretches, connecting cities and villages that would otherwise be isolated. This economic use reinforces the river's importance for human life, but also requires constant caution, training, and absolute respect for the natural forces present in its waters. In the scientific field, the Congo River is a subject of ongoing studies. Hydrologists, biologists, geologists, and climatologists analyze its waters, fauna, and environmental impact to better understand the role of large tropical rivers in maintaining global biodiversity and climate balance. Each discovery about the Congo reveals fascinating secrets about adaptation, evolution, and ecological interdependence, showing that despite its danger, the river is an invaluable natural heritage. In summary, the Congo River is not only only the deepest river in the world, but also one of nature's most complex and impressive masterpieces. Its combination of extreme depth, predatory fauna, treacherous currents, and cultural, economic, and scientific significance makes it a symbol of the raw power and unparalleled beauty of African rivers. Those approaching its banks must do so with respect and caution, recognizing that behind its majestic surface lies a mysterious, powerful, and completely untamable world. Therefore, the Congo River is more than just a watercourse. It is a true natural monument, challenging human understanding and fascinating all who dare to study, navigate, or simply admire its magnitude from afar. Among predators like the Goliath tigerfish, violent currents, unfathomable depths, and unique ecosystems, the Congo River remains a living testament to the force of nature and the complexity of life on Earth. Number 4. The Mississippi River, America's untamed giant. The Mississippi River is one of the most iconic and extensive rivers in the world, stretching over 3,000 kilometers and crossing the heart of the United States from north to south, from its source at Lake Itasca in Minnesota to its mouth in the Gulf of Mexico. Its waters connect diverse regions, linking mountainous areas, fertile plains, populous cities, and unique ecosystems, playing a central role in the country's geography, economy, culture, and history. Often called the backbone of America, the Mississippi is more than just a river. It is a symbol of the power of nature, wildlife, and human interaction with the natural environment. Although it may appear calm in some stretches, the Mississippi hides dangers that demand absolute respect. Its currents can be extremely strong and treacherous, capable of sweeping away anyone attempting to swim, or small, unprepared boats. Whirlpools appear unexpectedly, while sudden changes in the riverbed create rapids and turbulent areas that have caused countless tragedies throughout history. These characteristics make the river a real challenge for sailors, fishermen, and adventurers. The Mississippi's wildlife is impressive and, in many cases, dangerous. Among its most notorious predators are alligators, which patrol swamps, riverbanks, and calm areas of the river. Some specimens can reach over 4 meters in length and weigh up to 330 kilograms. These giant reptiles possess extraordinary strength and agility, capable of hunting birds, fish, mammals, and in rare cases, humans who approach without caution. The presence of alligators is a constant reminder that the Mississippi is a natural, wild, and unpredictable habitat. In addition to alligators, the river hosts bull sharks that occasionally swim up from the Gulf of Mexico, especially during high tides or periods of brackish water. This shark is known for its aggressive behavior, powerful jaw, and ability to attack prey considerably larger than itself. Although encounters with humans are rare, the possibility of their presence makes certain areas of the Mississippi even more dangerous, reinforcing the need for caution and preparation when navigating or fishing its waters. The Mississippi's aquatic diversity goes far beyond predators. The river is home to a wide variety of freshwater fish, including giant catfish, pike, bass, and carp. These fish not only support commercial and recreational fishing, but also play essential roles in local ecosystems. The aquatic fauna is complemented by freshwater turtles, otters, water snakes, and a variety of birds such as herons, pelicans, and ospreys that rely on the river for food and reproduction. Historically, the Mississippi was crucial for the development of the United States. Native American peoples lived along its banks for thousands of years, using its waters for transportation, fishing, and agriculture. With the arrival of European settlers, the river became a strategic route for trade and territorial expansion. Ships carrying grain, timber, and goods traveled its waters, connecting agricultural regions in the interior to ports on the Gulf of Mexico. Cities such as Minneapolis, St. Louis, Memphis, and New Orleans grew along the river, dependent on its waters for economic prosperity. The Mississippi also has a history marked by devastating floods. The flood of 1927, for example, destroyed entire cities, caused thousands of deaths, and left millions homeless. This historic disaster led to the construction of dams, levees, and flood control systems along its course, demonstrating the immense power of the river and the need for human intervention to protect vulnerable communities. Even today, engineers and specialists constantly monitor the Mississippi, adjusting reservoirs and levees to reduce risks and maintain a balance between human needs and the river's natural force. Beyond its economic and historical value, the Mississippi is a cultural treasure. Writers, musicians, and artists have been inspired by its waters and landscapes. Mark Twain, one of the river's greatest chroniclers, captured its nuances in literary works that describe both the beauty and dangers of the Mississippi, showing its central role in shaping American cultural identity. Blues and jazz songs emerged from the Delta regions, reflecting the stories, struggles, and celebrations of riverside communities. The river, therefore, is not only a natural resource, but also a creative force that has shaped the country's culture and history. Geographically, the Mississippi is fascinating. It features winding meanders, river islands, extensive swamps, alluvial plains, and banks that vary from steep slopes to vast flat areas. Its waters reflect the temperate and subtropical climate along its length, passing through dense forests, agricultural regions, and modern cities. Each stretch of the river has unique characteristics, shaping distinct ecosystems and offering different challenges for navigation and exploration. The ecological impact of the Mississippi is profound. It supports critical habitats for migratory species, provides resources for human communities, and influences the region's environmental balance. However, the river faces growing threats due to pollution, overfishing, urban expansion, and changes in its natural flow caused by dams and dredging. Scientists, environmentalists, and conservation organizations work to protect the Mississippi, implementing preservation programs, species monitoring, and environmental education, recognizing its importance as one of the world's largest freshwater ecosystems. Additionally, the Mississippi is surrounded by mysteries and legends. Native American peoples and ancient riverside communities reported sightings of legendary creatures, supernatural events, and unexplained phenomena in its waters. While many of these stories are mythical, they reflect the aura of respect and fascination that the river has always inspired, reminding us that, no matter how well studied, the Mississippi holds secrets in its depths. The Mississippi also plays a vital role in modern agriculture. Its waters irrigate vast plains, ensuring abundant production of corn, soybeans, cotton, rice, and other essential crops for the American economy. However, this dependence on the river requires constant attention, as floods or droughts can drastically affect agricultural output and the livelihoods of local communities. The balance between human use and environmental preservation is therefore a continuous challenge along its course. In summary, the Mississippi River is much more than a watercourse. It is a natural giant, habitat to powerful predators like alligators and bull sharks, a source of agricultural wealth, a historical transportation route, and a cultural and ecological treasure. Its strong currents, depth, diverse fauna, and cultural influence make it one of the most impressive rivers in the world, capable of inspiring both admiration and respect. Therefore, when approaching the Mississippi, whether to navigate, fish, or simply contemplate its grandeur, it is essential to remember that its waters, though majestic, are unpredictable and powerful. Between encounters with predators, historic floods, natural beauty, and cultural significance, the Mississippi remains one of the largest and most fascinating rivers on the planet, a true giant shaping lives, histories, and ecosystems for thousands of years. Number 3. The Amazon River, a deadly and majestic force of nature. The Amazon River, majestic and imposing, is the largest river in the world by water volume and one of the longest, stretching about 7,062 kilometers. It flows through several South American countries, including Peru, Colombia, and Brazil, while indirectly affecting Bolivia, Ecuador, and Venezuela through its tributaries. Known for its vastness and powerful currents, the river is not only a vital component of the continental ecosystem, it also represents a real danger to anyone who dares to underestimate it. In some regions, its waters can become treacherous, carrying fallen logs, whirlpools, and currents strong enough to sweep away small boats within seconds. It is an environment where beauty and danger coexist side by side, and where wildlife has evolved to survive in impressive and often lethal ways. Amazon wildlife, predators, and prey. The Amazon River is home to some of the planet's most feared species, making it a true ecosystem of extreme survival. Among its most notorious predators are piranhas, small but extremely voracious. Known for their sharp teeth and group attacks, some species can devour small prey within minutes. While the myth of massive attacks on humans is exaggerated, the reality is still frightening. Unwary swimmers or fishermen can suffer severe bites, causing hemorrhaging, infections, and even risk of amputation deportation if not treated promptly. Piranhas are omnivorous and opportunistic, feeding on fish, birds, small mammals, and any available organic material. Their efficiency as predators maintains the river's ecological balance by preventing overpopulation of smaller species and eliminating sick or dead fish, which is vital for the aquatic ecosystem's health. Another feared giant is the anaconda, one of the largest snakes in the world. Although not venomous, its strength is enough to crush human bones and swallow entire prey, including caimans and capybaras. Some reports indicate they can reach over 9 meters in length and weigh up to 250 kilograms. These snakes are masters of camouflage, hiding among the dense riverbank vegetation and flooded areas, waiting for unsuspecting prey. The anaconda uses constriction, wrapping its powerful body around its prey and compressing until the victim can no longer breathe. This method, while slow, is extremely effective and demonstrates the species' perfect adaptation to the hostile Amazon environment. The anaconda also plays an essential ecological role, controlling mammal and bird populations and maintaining predator-prey balance. Equally formidable is the black caiman, inhabiting vast regions of the river and its tributaries. These reptiles can grow up to 5 meters long and weigh over 400 kilograms, making them formidable predators capable of attacking any animal entering their territory. The black caiman is an expert ambush hunter, remaining submerged for long periods and moving silently until prey approaches, then striking quickly and lethally. Additionally, these caimans are territorial and aggressive, fiercely defending feeding and breeding areas, making any human approach extremely dangerous. Among the most impressive aquatic predators is the freshwater bull shark, Carcharhinus lucas, which migrates from saltwater into rivers like the Amazon in search of food. This shark can survive in fresh water for extended periods and is notorious for its aggressiveness and striking power. With sharp teeth and a powerful jaw, it can inflict severe injuries on any animal, including humans, if threatened or hunting. Although encounters are relatively rare, the mere presence of bull sharks in the Amazon ecosystem adds tension and danger, making the river's waters even more unpredictable. Spiders and other deadly small predators. It's not only large predators that make the Amazon dangerous. An iconic example is the Brazilian wandering spider, Phoneutria spp, known as one of the most venomous spiders in the world. Its venom contains potent toxins affecting the nervous system, potentially causing paralysis, respiratory failure, and in extreme cases, death if treatment is not administered promptly. The wandering spider is agile, aggressive, and territorial. It can attack without provocation if it feels threatened. Despite its relatively small size, it perfectly illustrates how Amazonian nature has evolved extremely efficient defense and attack mechanisms even in tiny creatures. Other insects, such as scorpions and mosquitoes carrying diseases like malaria and dengue, pose invisible but equally dangerous risks. Mosquitoes in particular thrive in stagnant waters near riverbanks, transmitting pathogens that can incapacitate or kill. This interaction between visible predators and invisible threats makes the Amazon River an environment where every choice, from swimming to navigating small boats, requires caution and deep regional knowledge, local culture, and curiosities. The Amazon River is not only a corridor of wildlife and danger, it is also the cultural heart of the region. Indigenous peoples living along its banks, such as the Takuna, Yanomami, and Kayapo, have developed extraordinary knowledge of how to survive and even thrive in this hostile environment. They know which plants are medicinal, which animals are safe to eat, and which must be avoided at all costs. Millennia of living alongside predators and natural poisons have created resilient cultures capable of understanding and respecting the delicate balance between survival and danger. Moreover, the river plays a crucial role in global climate. Its immense surrounding forest, the Amazon, known as the lung of the world, produces approximately 20% of the Earth's oxygen, and evapotranspiration significantly influences rainfall patterns across South America. Therefore, preserving its waters and wildlife is vital not only for local inhabitants, but also for the ecological balance of the entire planet. Danger. Around every bend, navigating the Amazon is always unpredictable. Its currents can shift direction quickly, previously shallow areas can become deep underwater chasms, and tropical storms can appear out of nowhere, making any expedition risky. The combination of giant predators, venomous insects, unpredictable water waters and treacherous currents creates an environment that demands absolute respect. Many adventurers, fishermen, and explorers have underestimated the river's power and never returned, making every survival story a testament to the Amazon's strength and unpredictability. Conclusion: the Amazon River is one of the most fascinating and dangerous places in the world. It hosts powerful predators like piranhas, anacondas, black caimans, and bull sharks, as well as small but equally deadly creatures such as the wandering spider. It is a complex ecosystem where life and death coexist side by side, each species playing a crucial role in maintaining natural balance. Anyone navigating or exploring its waters must do so with extreme care and respect, as even the smallest mistake can be fatal. Number 2. The Pantanal, Brazil's vast floodplain. In the state of Mato Grosso, Brazil, lies the Pantanal, the world's largest wetland, covering over 150,000 km². Despite its beauty, it is one of the most dangerous places on Earth, inhabited by thousands of caimans, green anacondas, and piranhas. Jaguars also hunt nearby, making the region even more hazardous. Number 1. The Nile River, Africa's lifeline and predator haven. Finally, the Nile River, the second longest river in the world, stretches 6,650 kilometers across 11 countries and flows into the Mediterranean Sea. Never attempt to swim in this river, as it hosts numerous predators: Nile crocodiles, hippos, venomous snakes such as the black mamba and Egyptian cobra. Additionally, disease-carrying mosquitoes transmitting deadly illnesses like malaria and West Nile virus make the region even more dangerous. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Check out other interesting content appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.